Today is Monday, February the 23rd, 2026, and still no Miss Nancy. It's 23 days now, guys. They took her in the wee hours of the morning on the 1st of February. That was one of my aunt's birthdays. That's the one that I was named after. She passed away at age 6 from diphtheria in Belize. And then I was born about, 7 years later? And I was named after her. That was her birthday, so I always remember the day Miss Nancy went missing, and I pray to God they find her. Rumor is tomorrow when the head clown that runs this country does his State of the Union address. I didn't realize the State of the Union address is done so late. I always thought it was January. When he does his State of the Union address, I think that's when they'll find her. That would infer that this is all political and people know exactly what happened to her. I saw Lady G, I think, another tarot reader that I watch from time to time, and she keeps getting a hit that this is done by this regime that's in power right now. So I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to read on her today. I'm just shuffling and talking with you guys. Stuff that I hate card readers for doing. They just get out there and just, let's cut the card and let's ask the question. Okay, let's ask about Ghislaine. So another video popped up where there's a lady in Canada that looks an awful lot like Ghislaine, right? The eyes look similar to me, the way they're turned, and the one that's kind of sleepy or lazy. The nose didn't quite line up with the Ghislaine's nose, but it was closer than the one that's in prison, the one that I showed you a few videos back, right? Because that person had a broad nose. The teeth, the teeth were kind of shaped the same way, but on the bottom of the teeth, to me, had a different finish. I don't know if any of this makes sense to you guys. So I asked my son, because he's an artist and he doesn't draw human faces, but he pays attention to human faces. He does anime. Oh, I thought there was somebody on that roof. And he says that it's not her. The one in Canada is not her. He says the nose is a little bit different. He goes, it's a close thing, unless she had some plastic surgery, right? So it's not her in prison, and it's not her in Canada, according to my son. Let's ask the cards if that's her in Canada. Let's be nosy and find. We're gonna pull 5 cards. I already cut the deck. So 1, I always pull the first one. That's just my thing. 2, I don't like pulling them. I found that I don't like pulling them right in sequence. I don't feel like I get good readings. So I think I've already, did I move them already? I already developed the way I like to do it, right? And my friend Julie says, whatever card comes are the ones that are supposed to come, no matter what you do. All right. The first card is the Magician. Ave Maria. Oh, my shoulder's hurting. She pulling a trick on us. The 2 of Swords, indecision, stalemate, avoidance. What does that mean, you guys? What does that mean? Is it her? Is it her? The Moon, illusion, intuition, mystery, and premonitions. So people said, because the guy says, Ghislaine? And she says, huh? And they say, oh, she answered to her name. It could very well be, but it could be that somebody looked at her and said something and she goes, huh? Because I would do that in the street if somebody said, blah, blah, blah. No, huh? Oh no, that's not me or whatever. 8 of Wands, speed, momentum, progress, swift change. Oh, something gonna happen, guys. We gonna find out the truth. And then the 7 of Pentacles, patience, investment, growth, and harvest. And then what's hidden on, I didn't even show you guys what was underneath it all. The 5 of Pentacles, poverty, hardship, financial loss. Oh, she gonna, no matter if it's her in prison or not, she gonna take a loss financially, because I know she's benefiting from supposedly being in prison. So my answer to this question is, no, it's not Ghislaine, and only because I really had to ask my son. I really was debating whether it was her or not. I had to ask him, like, because the nose did look a little bit different, because Ghislaine has, like, the tip of her nose kind of bent down. But if you make a plastic surgeon mess around with the tip on the nose, you change your whole look. Because remember that girl that did Dirty Dancing, right? The star? I forget her name. She went and they messed around with just the tip of her nose, and she looks completely different now. So I know they can do that. So there's definitely some kind of pulling the wool over our eyes. The Magician. The 2 of Swords is indecision, stalemate, avoidance. Who's, I guess the head clown's avoiding her because she's begging him for a pardon. And then there's something hidden, the Moon. The 8 of Wands, something's going to move pretty fast after that if we're reading it like a sentence. The 7 of Pentacles is about patience, investment, growth. She has to have patience. She going to get what she want. And what does she not going to get what she want, guys. Ooh, this is poverty. Oh, I didn't put on any nail polish because I had to do an order for some baked goods, and I take my nail polish off when I'm messing with dough to sell to people. Yeah, the cards that follow, I don't usually like to do this, is the Queen of Wands, and then the Empress, and then the Emperor. The Emperor. Yeah, I don't think it's her. Unless they did plastic surgery on the nose. I don't think it's her. But I'm still doubting myself because the guy that was with her looks like the guy who's her brother. I really feel like we should hone in more on him to know, right? So let's put it all back together and let's ask one question for the gush, right? One question for the gush. And I'm gonna ask, is Ghislaine in prison? I don't think the lady in prison is her. I don't think the one in Canada is her, which I'm prepared to be wrong about the one in Canada. I'm not prepared to be wrong about the one in prison because that nose don't add up. The one in Canada is close enough, guys. And the guy she was with looks like Alan Dershowitz or her brother. So let's cut the deck. And we're going to ask, is she in prison? So let's pick one. I'm going to spread it out. You guys can see me when I'm spreading it out, huh? I put a camera on the stand on the ground. The King of Swords, authority, discipline, and truthful reliability. What was the question? Is she in prison? The Emperor. Authority, stability, structure, leadership. I don't think she's in prison. I think she's free somewhere. And that's just my intuition, guys. All right, this is a good one, right? This is a good read. Let's see. Maybe I'll stop the tape and record another topic.